Paula Williams, also known as your Marketing Co-Pilot. I am a marketing consultant with ABCI. We do marketing for all kinds of companies in the aviation industry. The first question I have for you is, do you have a system for marketing? Or are you relying on random acts of marketing? It is, I would say 99% of the companies out there are very disciplined about the way that they handle their money, about the way that they handle their customer service, about the way that they meet regulatory standards and things like that, but they are not as disciplined when it comes to marketing. They just kind of try to do a little bit of Facebook here, a little bit of LinkedIn there, a trade show here, a direct mail, a postcard, an ad, and they aren't really measuring the results of these things, or if they are stopping too soon and not really connecting them together or coordinating them. So what would a system for marketing actually look like? Here's our picture. Most people consider marketing this stuff that happens along the top line here. Word of mouth, social media, search engines, direct mail, radio, TV advertising, print media, telephone directories. You could throw in there trade shows, public speaking, a lot of other things. But basically it's the first way that people come in contact with your company. What most people are leaving out of the marketing equation is the rest of the story. What do you do once you make a contact? Do you have a contact management database? Are you keeping those names, addresses, phone numbers, email addresses, and so forth? And are you sending stuff on a regular basis to them? And is the stuff that you're sending them any good? Those are the questions that you really need to ask. Things like new website content, maybe an email newsletter or a direct mail newsletter, a phone call where you're asking a particular question. These are things that these need to be useful. They need to be relevant to the person who's receiving them. They need to not be annoying. They need to be low key, but they need to happen. And most of all, they need to be affordable because in aviation, as you know, it can take 3 months, 6 months, a year from the time that you meet someone to the point where they're ready to make a purchase. So you need to keep up that slow drip of low-key information about your products, about your services, about your company, about your people, all of that useful information that people welcome to keep that going. From that point, you make a sale, and you're still not done because you still have customer service, which provides you an opportunity for upsells, renewals, and referrals, so that you can get the folks that these folks know that need your product or service. One thing we recommend that you do is look up your product or service on Google. Use the words that you think a customer would use to look for the product or service that you offer. Don't just look up your company name. A lot of people make that mistake. For example, vintage aviation photography rather than, the company name. Or maybe it would be vintage aircraft photography, or maybe it would be evacuation slide lighting, or maybe it would be, who knows. But, by thinking like a customer and using Google in that way, you can see how you're ranking and, how easy you are to find. This is not rocket science. A lot of people use this for research for products or services that they need right at the time that they need them. And this is one of the really helpful ways to make sure that you're getting found. This is a comparison of advertising media. We talked about search engine optimization when we talked about Google, but even that, which is one of our most highly recommended services, is not the end-all and be-all of marketing. Everything has its strengths and weaknesses. Things that, for example, direct mail can be very effective, but it is not virally spread from person to person. Usually, you send out one piece of mail and it is read by one person, if you're lucky. And it is not long lasting. It has a shelf life. So, each of these items has its strengths and its weaknesses. We recommend that you use more than one channel so that you're taking advantage of all of those. Persistence is absolutely necessary. These statistics that you're looking at on the screen are from industry in general. We know that in aviation, it is worse than this. So, the bottom line here is that 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. We would say it's probably more like 90% of sales are made on the 10th to 20th contact. So aviation is funny in the sense that production cycles are so long, decisions take a long time, there's a lot of regulatory factors involved. So, you really do need to maintain that long-term approach to marketing. How do you do that and not go broke? Well, here's a follow-up program. This one includes just email and postcards. You could include anything you want in a follow-up program depending on your budget and your prospects and your product. So, this could include videos, it could include CDs that you send people, it could include more direct mail, it could include a small ad in a publication. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that people are seeing you on a regular basis and, you're in it for the long haul. So this is what we set up for our clients, is a really effective follow-up program that meets their needs and their budget. If you look at the anatomy of a successful campaign in aviation, it's really driven by content. All of those things that we talked about, email, phone calls, website content, direct mail, newsletters, and things like that are really driven by information. You can't keep saying, buy my product, buy my product, buy my product over and over again because it's annoying and because it doesn't work. You really need to provide new information all the time about your company and about your product and about your customers. Stories are the best things to provide. Every company has some fascinating stories about their people and about their customers that will really capture people's attention, and they see, oh, they're using this product in this way and it saved them some money. We should do the same thing. That's how a lot of those buying decisions are made. And how you start those relationships is by providing some of that information or asking questions. Ask people, what would you want most in this type of product? So, if you have that two-way relationship there, then that opens up to sales as well. What is the most powerful marketing question? It is, how did you find us? If you have that information, then you know where to spend, where to make your investments in marketing time and marketing money. In this sample, we've got a graph here from some website statistics from a form that people fill out. In this case, most people are not mentioning where they found this form, but most people who have a preference or who do say where they came from say they came from LinkedIn. So we know from that little bit of information that LinkedIn is something that we should continue to keep in this particular marketing campaign. We also have strong numbers for the web and Google and a few for postcards. So we know, these are things that we need to continue. And we can also make some decisions if we're tight on money that quarter where we can cut. If we've been spending a lot of money on some of these ads and things and they are not paying off for us, we know where we can cut without hurting the number of customers coming in. So on to the products that ABCI offers, how we can help you put all this together. We have a marketing masterclass. What this is it's designed for aviation professionals who want to be able to use the right marketing channel at the right time and to be able to best use their time and their money because we all have a limited supply of both of those things. So what we do is we cover one topic a month. And those are all very powerful channels like LinkedIn or trade shows or direct mail. And each month we cover that topic in depth with a video that you get on a CD in the mail. And then you also get a printed worksheet or a printed workbook that you can go through and check off the action items. And we make this very actionable. We understand that you're busy and we know that your time is very, very precious to you, as ours is to us. So, we know that for every hour that you spend working on your marketing system, you expect to have a return for that. So we make this very actionable, very measurable, and we do our best to make sure that we're doing the things or choosing the channels that get the best impact for the money. We also have personalized consulting that's available for you in conjunction with our masterclass. All of our consulting clients are also masterclass members. And the reason being, the more you know, the better we can work together. And we offer everything from the occasional project or the occasional writing job, write this article for us or build this website for us or do our search engine optimization, all the way to full service management of your marketing system in conjunction with you or in collaboration with you. So all of our consulting starts with a questionnaire that's pretty detailed. It's about 10 pages long and it takes a while to fill out. But what that does is it lets us know what you've tried so far, lets us really get to know your products and services and make sure that we are starting from the position of understanding where you're coming from and understanding what you've already tried and understanding what's worked for you and what hasn't in the past. So we don't waste any time once we get going. So download the ebook and go through that information. If you want to take the next step further and get into the masterclass, we'd be delighted to have you. There is a form to sign up on the website, and also our consulting services if you're interested in that. Shoot me an email and I will send you our new client questionnaire. Either way, we very much look forward to your thoughts on what's worked for you, and of course all of this is a give and take and we are always learning. So we look forward to our association with you and making some really successful sales.